Okay, it's Friday. For the third day in a row, my schedule has been altered without me knowing it, and I wound up actually getting out a little bit early from school today. And I decided instead of going home and, planning my lessons for next week or anything, I've been a responsible adult, long enough. I get to go out and have some fun. So I'm going to drive to a city that's about 45 minutes away or so, 50 minutes away, and then I'm going to go explore. And the city's called Shibata, and I've been there a couple times before because there are some other teachers out there, but I haven't actually had the chance to explore it in the daytime, and I'm hoping to check out some really cool sites that are over there. So, let's go. Okay, I am in Shibata. The hardest part of today has been accomplished, which is finding a parking space. I finally found a lot that is like within a 10-minute walk of where I'm trying to go. But I found this really cool looking building. I'm not exactly sure what it is, but it's got cool sculptures and artwork. I almost want to say it's like a church in some ways, but then in other ways it's not. Maybe there's a sign. But it's really nice. And it's got these really great gardens around it. Oh, is this the government building? Okay. I think this must be like the official city hall of Shibata. At least that's what I think the kanji says. Yeah, I think the kanji says that. Okay. Well, it's not really a church, but it is interesting. Okay. So, there is moat. There is wall. There is tower. I think we found the castle. Shibata Castle. You see that? They literally closed the gates as I was approaching. Okay. I officially have a sensei mode. I walked past a group of elderly people, and the first thing I said to them was, "Konnichiwa," hello, in Japanese, and they all replied to me in Japanese. And then I walked past a group of high school girls, and the first thing I said to them was, "Hello," in English. And I fully expected a reply in English. And guess what? I got my reply in English. So the teacher in me was really happy. And I say that because I teach at elementary school, and I try to speak as much English with the kids as possible. Even if they are asking me questions in Japanese and I know the answers in Japanese, I try to answer them as simply as I can in English and try to show them my answers, which actually makes it a lot more difficult to communicate, I should say. And what I've been doing is, during break times, I go through all the classrooms and I stop by and I say hello for a couple minutes and I play with the kids. And I spend a little bit more time in the first year's classrooms. So these kids are all 6 years old, and I'm trying to get them used to replying with hello versus konnichiwa. So when I get kids to say hello back to me, it just makes me happy. You see these?
These are unicycles. Unicycling is actually a thing here in Japan. At recess, I can see all like the little girls and the little boys pull these things out and they just like ride around outside like crazy on them. They actually have like some sort of obstacle course at one of my schools for people who want to ride on the unicycles. I'm not coordinated enough to ride these things. I would probably die, but it's interesting. Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. Okay, this mall is actually shining. It's kind of scary. It's freaking me out a bit. Oh, look at all the clothes that'll never fit over my fat butt. This is actually the first Starbucks I've seen in Japan. I think if you go into more like city type areas, you can find them more, but out in the country, it's not so common. I have found a game center. Game center means arcade. Pachinko. Oh, these are like Purikura or whatever. Basically, they're like big Photoshop booths where you go in with your friends and you Photoshop yourself and make yourself look a million times better than you normally do, or just make yourself really silly. Oh, it splits. Let's go this way. It says, exciting bookstore, books, music, collectibles, we are open every day. I don't see any books. Yeah, the bookstore has no books in it. It's not a bookstore. It's like Spencer's. Kimono store. I can't afford one of these. Daiso. Now that's a store I could actually do. And there's also Curves here. And then this store over here, which is basically like a Macy's or a JCPenney's department store. SoftBank. I have my phone through them, but I probably am going to actually be getting my own phone versus a company phone. And I might not be doing that. There was actually a company, AU, that looked like they had a pretty good deal going on, but I need to do some more research about it before I actually commit to it. So I've run into another ALT that I actually met on Monday at dinner, and we're now having a feast of McDonald's. Kind of a coinkydink. I'm trying to make friends. Yes, only in Japan will you find a hot pink Mercedes.